On September 5th, my wife of 32 years covered her face with her hands. That was her confession. I asked her one question. Did you have sex with him? She didn't say yes. She didn't have to. That silence detonated 36 years of my life. We were the couple people admired. 2 adult children, a house full of framed memories, 32 years married, 36 together. I trusted her more than I trusted gravity, and I was wrong. Our marriage didn't collapse in a day. It rotted slowly. For over a decade, we were functional, polite, exhausted roommates. No sex, no emotional depth, no hard conversations. I knew she was unhappy. I was unhappy too. But I never asked the dangerous questions because I was terrified of the answers. I thought if I pushed, she would leave. So I stayed quiet. I convinced myself long marriages just become dull, that passion expires, that this is adulthood. Silence felt safer than conflict. Silence is what built the affair. He was younger, early 40s, worked at the care facility where her father lived. She described him as gentle, compassionate, attentive. He approached her first. She told me later he made her feel seen, desired, important. I hadn't done that in years. The first time they had sex, it was unprotected. Afterward, he told her he hoped she could get pregnant because he wanted to be a father so badly. She is past menopause. When she told me that part of her wanted to help him with that, something inside my chest actually hurt physically. Try processing that. Your wife of 3 decades wanted to give another man a child, not because she loved him, because it made her feel alive. At the time, she didn't even know he was married. He hid that. When she found out, she didn't walk away. She told herself she deserved this. She told herself our marriage was already dead. She told herself I would never know. She even told herself I wouldn't be that mad. The human brain can justify anything if it wants dopamine badly enough. After the first sexual encounter, they didn't sleep together again for months. But emotionally, it exploded. Texts constantly. Calls while sitting next to me. Smiling at her phone in ways she hadn't smiled at me in years. She framed it as compassion. He was struggling. Drinking heavily. His wife was leaving. He needed support. She started taking him to AA meetings, helping him rebuild. Saving him? I believed it. 32 years of loyalty makes you blind. You don't suspect betrayal from someone who has never betrayed you before. Even when we were on vacation and she wouldn't put her phone down. I just thought it was strange, not dangerous. I actually told her, it feels like too much. She minimized it. I let it go. That moment replays in my head more than the sex. September 4th and 5th, they slept together again. He was drunk. She said she was trying to make him feel better so he could fix his life and reconcile with his wife. Let that logic sink in. She slept with him to help him repair his marriage. When she came home on the 5th and told me she'd been with him, something felt off. We argued. She said she felt an emotional connection. At the time, I didn't fully grasp what that meant, but instinct pushed me. I asked if she was sexually attracted to him. She said yes. My body went cold. I walked out. Then I walked back in and asked the question that changed everything. Did you have sex with him? Silence. Face in hands. Head down. In that moment, I experienced something I had never felt before. It wasn't just anger. It was annihilation. The version of me that trusted her died right there in our living room. I said things I can't take back. I felt hatred so pure it scared me. I wanted to find him. I wanted to break something, someone. The only reason I didn't ruin my life that night is because I knew prison would not fix this. I drove aimlessly for hours. I thought about disappearing. I thought about driving into a concrete barrier. I thought about hunting him down. I was not stable. I went home and set up a tent in the backyard. I didn't sleep. Not that night. Not the next. Not for 5 days. No food, no clarity. Just adrenaline and images of them together replaying on loop. Mind movies are torture. Your imagination becomes your enemy. The next morning, I took her phone. Exported everything. Every message. Every timestamp. They didn't sex much, but emotional intimacy is worse sometimes. Pet names. Private jokes. Dependency. I found his address. I found his wife. And I told her. I sent proof. She called him a monster. Said he had ruined lives before. Said she was leaving him. For a split second, I felt satisfaction. Then I felt empty again. Revenge doesn't repair betrayal. It's been 57 days. We're both in therapy, individual and marriage counseling. It's expensive, over $1,000 a month. She complained once. I told her that's the price of 9 months of fantasy. She didn't argue after that. She has no contact now, but she still experiences limerence. That obsessive chemical attachment that mimics love. She says she sees now that he manipulated her. She says it wasn't worth it. She also says she doesn't feel sexual attraction toward me right now. That sentence hits almost as hard as the confession did, because it means I am competing with a fantasy, and fantasies always win. We sleep in the same bed most nights. She holds me during panic attacks. The person who shattered me now comforts me. There's something almost cruel about that symmetry. I've learned things about her in the last 2 months that I didn't know in 35 years. Abuse, trauma, shame, silence. We thought we knew each other. We didn't. That realization is its own earthquake. Some days I feel almost normal. Some days I cannot function. I work remotely because my doctor suggested it. Sleep is inconsistent. Sex is awkward, minimal, haunted by comparison. The jealousy is brutal, not just emotional, sexual. She gave him something she denied me for months. Try telling yourself that doesn't matter. People ask if reconciliation is possible. I don't know. I know this. The man I was before September 5th is gone. He was afraid to speak up. Afraid to lose her. Afraid to demand more. That man is dead. Now I say what I think. Now I set boundaries. Now I understand that silence is not loyalty. It's self-erasure. Some days I want this marriage to survive. Some days I wonder if surviving it would be worse. Hope and rage coexist. Healing is not linear. It's violent. If you're going through this right now, understand something. The moment you discover a physical affair, you are altered, not temporarily, fundamentally. You will never again love with the same innocence. The question isn't whether the marriage survives. The question is whether you rebuild yourself stronger than before. I'm trying, and some days trying is all I have. If you've read this far, thank you. I'm not posting this to be told to leave. That's not where I am. Not right now. I'm posting because betrayal rewires you, and isolation makes it worse. Reading other people's stories here made me feel less insane, less alone, less weak. So this is mine. Not for sympathy. Not for validation. Just honesty. If you've survived something like this, I respect you more than you know. Whether you stayed or walked away, you understand the kind of fracture this creates. Right now, I'm choosing to fight for clarity, for strength, for myself. Some days that looks like progress. Some days it looks like just getting through the night. Either way, I'm still here. And for now, that has to be enough.